Hi there and welcome to Rose Sky Tarot. This reading is for Libra for the 31st of December 2018. Now this is a general reading, so it may not reach everyone, but hopefully there's a message in here just for you. Enjoy! Okay, let's have a look at the top three cards. Now we have the Five of Swords, we have the Three of Cups and the Seven of Cups. Now, has there been something that you've had a disagreement over or a different attitude to someone else? And, it's something that disagreement has maybe went down the road of a competition, maybe? Around the views that there would be someone who would be victorious and someone who would be defeated. And it could be that this is a fight that between you can't really be won, because this card is really about the shades of grey in life. And I'm not talking about the shades of grey that you're thinking of. I'm talking about the subtlety in right and wrong. And there can be, at times, a black and white situation. But the majority of life, there are shades of grey. And it's all down to perception. Now, it could be that there is a clear victor and a clear person who has walked away empty-handed. And it could be that you're lording over that person. But the thing is that life is a funny way of coming back round again. So it's always better to have an eye on the future, because you never know when that person is going to come back in. But this argument is one that has either been won or lost. But it looks as though there's a possibility that it has been won because you're out celebrating. Or is it that you have went to a family gathering? You're out socialising and you're having fun with friends and family. So it's just a gathering. It's not really a formal party. But the thing is that you're savouring the moment. You're taking it all in. So there's a good chance that this is something that you feel you have the upper hand in. But in moving on to the Seven of Cups, is this upper hand possibly an illusion? Because this card here is about having lots of choices and sitting down and looking at each choice. Some of them are more realistic than others. So there could be a little bit of confusion about which path to go down. And possibly a little bit of anxiety, because is this a decision that has to be made quite quickly? Is there a reason for it? Okay, let's move on. Put them over to the side. Now, up here we have the Strength card We have the King of Pentacles and the Fool. Okay. So, are there things in your life or your personality that you're trying to bring together in a balanced way? And it could be that it's things that are overpowering within your personality and you're trying to manage those feelings so that you don't have spikes and troughs of energy or enthusiasm or aggression, or you have a variety of things within you, within each person, and it's about controlling that in according to whatever environment you're in. And that is something that takes a bit of courage, but it also takes a little bit of um, caring for yourself, being flexible with yourself, because if things don't quite go the way that you're thinking they're going to go, then you need to be patient and caring. And it could be that, and moving on to the King of Pentacles, are you looking for perfection? Are you looking for something that is going to provide you with an abundance, a life of quality? Something that is efficient and maybe, is something that is so in control that they don't really need your help, because you want an easy life. You want things just to run the way that you want them to without having to put too much effort in. And is that the case because you want to go on adventures? You want to take whatever journey you want to go on. You want to try pastures new. You want your freedom. But you could also be taking a leap of faith in the idea that you will find a person of quality, that you will find someone who's compassionate, you'll find someone who's patient, you'll find someone who has a lot of control over their emotions, but they're able to do things regardless of what their emotions are to a high standard. So could it be that you're looking for a perfection within yourself or someone else? Are you going off to find it? Have you just decided that you're on a journey now to find this perfection? And in moving on to the next three cards, we have the Eight of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. Now, you're off on your travels, you've just picked up spontaneously, and you've decided that you want to take a leap of faith to go out and find this person of quality that has all the balance within their emotions and their life. And you have decided to go and search. because the life that you have just now, you feel isn't perfect. Something missing. And you're willing to give up this life that you have known in order to go in search of this person. And people possibly are telling you that this is, a foolish thing that you're doing, that, you're looking for the ideal person that's does that person exist? But you want to take the risk and you go and search. But are you finding that the pickings are slim? That there isn't anything or anyone similar to the thing that you're seeking or the person that you're seeking? There's just the coffers are empty and you really don't know which way to turn because you're feeling empty, but there isn't a place to go and fill this up. And moving on to the Hanged Man, are you thinking that maybe if you look at things in a different way, you may get a better result? Are you maybe postponing your search until you figure out what it is that you want? Because it looks as though that you do want to transform your life into something else, but you have to truly know what it is you want. And moving down to here, we have the Hermit, the Moon, and the Death card in reverse. You did have an idea of what you wanted. You wanted someone brave, compassionate, courageous, someone who had a lot of heart, and someone of quality, someone who was, very efficient and had a high value for you. Perfection. And the thing is that because you found it difficult to find, and you're having to maybe look at things in a different way, are you maybe having to let go of this idealism and reevaluate what it is that you want and look again at what you need as a person? Could be that you do pull back from what you're doing, because both of these cards are about you pulling back and sitting and thinking, again, both cards, about how to go about things. Because in moving on to the Moon card, this is about deception, about an illusion. Are you kidding yourself on that this is achievable? This is something that maybe is only something that can be seen from the shadows. But the thing is that shadows move. So on one occasion, you may see something in the brightest of moonlight and it looks wonderful. And then the shadows move around and it doesn't look so wonderful. And vice versa, from shadows into light. And you can get a different view, a different perception from this. And because of that, you may be giving up the hope that you'll find this ideal person, this ideal thing. Even though you are trying to hold on to it. And because of the lack of choice and the empty bowl, basically. There isn't anything in the bowl to choose from because the ideal person you're looking for possibly doesn't exist. And moving on to the Two of Wands in reverse, the Three of Swords and the King of Cups. Now, is this something that has left you bewildered? How is it possible that you can't find a courageous woman, a courageous man? How is it possible that you can't find someone who wants to live a life of abundance and quality? Someone that values you in the same way? How is that possible? You can't believe it. And this is, and moving on to the Three of Swords, is a truth about life that you find hard to stomach. It's heartbreaking. So this is not what you wanted to find out, that what you wanted wasn't available. And you really are heartbroken that your search was for nothing. But the thing is that this person here is someone who follows his heart. And it could be you and it could be another person. Could it be that this is the person that you've been searching for? Or could this be you, that in spite of all of the truths about life, that you still have the strength to follow your heart, to look at the fish in the sea, sorry for using that, and to respond to the person rather than the tick list you've created. Because the connection that you have with the person is what this search has been all about. But because you have created a tick list of perfection, have you maybe put this instinctual, emotional connection to the back burner? So maybe this is something that you need to follow a little bit more. Follow your heart and to let go of everything that you have tried. Look at things in a different way. Look at the person. Look for the connection. Okay, let's bring these back, and we have the Five of Swords, Three of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. Now, the Swords is cards about logic and thinking and intention and plans. And, it could be that, the plan that you had good points and bad points. That could be the victory and defeat. Was it a plus and negative list that you were making? Was this list over here? But the thing is, as I was saying before, life doesn't quite work like that. It doesn't work like a list of good points and bad points. It takes you to go out and socialise and find friendship and some sort of fun and connection and savouring the moment with the person that you can get on with and harmonise with. And, although that can be a slightly messier way than making a list, has the list that you have created about the things that you want realistic? Because although you may not have a tick list with that option, this tick list is possibly an illusion because it doesn't really exist. Follow your heart, and that will take you to where you want to go. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, and just be aware that this is a general reading, so it may not suit your own personal experiences at the moment. But each card taken individually may reach you in some way. Now, have a happy new year when it comes, and I'll see you next time. Bye.